Oh, okay. Thinking by myself. OHIO, baby. Ohio. C-Town represent, baby. Cleveland. I don't know. Really?
And I heard back from their editor of feature pieces today.
Wow.
So she wants me to do a full pitch, which is, lay out everything in the story, essentially. So I'm so excited because it's Cosmo. Okay.
No, you should. That's good. That's great.
I'm freaking.
I don't read Cosmo, but I'll read it for your article. So you got to let me know what it comes out.
Well,
otherwise I'm not going to read it at all because I'm not. I'm not the target audience.
Well, I mean, for me, this will be the biggest, my biggest viewership, I guess. And it's crazy because the story that I'm doing for it is women in weed. Okay, from half hippie to have hustle, and it's okay. Here's the situation. All right.
Like a Woodstock with a modern trapping kind of motif.
Well, now there's no Woodstock left to it. Now it is, it's corporate America. But the backing on these weed ventures is the last of the cocaine cowboys. And we're talking 50 and 60-year-old men who are treating the weed industry like it's the new porn industry. It's basically their casting couch. Okay. So and I mean this, they are, they're not keeping it classy at all. I have a girlfriend that I used to work with. Her name's Nicole. And we bartended together, for several years. Great girl. She goes to Denver every year, every summer, and she works the summer out there in the weed industry. Okay. Basically, she works the weed booth in a bikini. Okay. Now.
So it's like Hugh Hefner's house, but for weed.
You've got it. And other than that, these same financiers, they're flipping girlfriends like they're on a dating site, but we're not talking 50 and 60-year-old women. We're talking 18 and 19-year-old girls, it's quite vulgar, actually. Yeah. So I used to date a weed chef who was like
didn't know that was a thing. Now I do.
Oh, he was like weed fundamental. He was instrumental in legalization in several different states and also in the edibles industry, and that's what he does now. He's QA and a chef in
so edibles. Was he a Purple Haze master or what's the deal?
He
purple belt in the weed industry.
He's something. But I'll tell you this. There's a reason that I say I dated and not that you know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah. However, neither here nor there. I did write a column about it though. He made me super uncomfortable. He was here. He's based in New York right now, New York State right now. At this massive pot farm. Okay. Like guys with AKs walking around. Okay. Oh yeah. So there's nothing hippie about it anymore, but he was here a couple of weeks ago and he made me so uncomfortable. Like, I hate to say this, but it's the truth. Like almost trying to force himself upon me. Like he made me feel so uncomfortable. Okay. And I said something about it. I was just like, dude, listen, check this out. Like, it doesn't matter how often you say it. It doesn't matter, what way you try to frame it. The fact of it is I'm not sleeping with you. Okay. And all you're doing right now is making me mad. Like, and I mean, I even said, dude, if you want those hands for anything else, you want to not touch me. Like, I'm not with it, and like it just kept, and he kept at it and kept at it. And then he like got an attitude, like, do you really think that's helping your case? Like you're acting like a 12-year-old child right now. Like what's wrong with you? Like,
so
I don't know.
So you gotta tell me what you gotta give me some of your best one-liners, because I just have to do the same thing with women every day,
Right.
Okay,
I appreciate that actually. No, it's like he just, and I wrote a column about it the next day. I was just like, for someone who claims to know me and know what I'm about, you would know that any sort of action that could feel like force to me is not going to be welcome. You know what I mean? Like I'm bringing it right back to you is how I feel about it, and I'm gonna tell you, he had me so mad. Like, listen, dude, you're not going to guilt me into sleeping with you. You're not going to, harass me into sleeping with, it's not going to happen, so
can I say something to that?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So one of the things in the red pill environment is one of the things that I learned, and again, I got to give Rollo Tomasi credit for this. I don't know. People probably hate him, but I don't care. But here's the deal. What he said was you can't negotiate genuine desire. So for the guys that try to get the spreadsheet out, here's the PowerPoint presentation. Here's all the reasons why you should sleep with me and not. Right. It never works.
I said the same thing, Benny. I said the same thing. I was like, if you have to coerce, if you have to beg, if you have to, whatever,
negotiate.
She's not into you, bro. You know what I mean? Right. And
no, absolutely.
And that's all you need to know. That's the fact, is that you don't have to talk about it when someone is into you, and all this cajoling and whatever, dude, it's not working for me, and that's what I told him. I was just like, bro, this here is not happening, and if you want those hands, you want to not touch me. Like,
she's handling that like they do in the Middle East. You steal something, she
I'm telling you, dude, I'll take the shit off right at the wrist. Don't play